Today I will be reading Love, Mercy, and Grace. Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His love endures forever. Who alone does great wonders, who by his understanding made the heavens, who spread out the earth upon the waters. His love endures forever. Who made the great lights, the sun who governed the day, the moon, the stars to govern the night. His love endures forever. And free us from our enemies, and who gives food to every creature. Give thanks to the Lord of heaven, his love endures forever. Psalms 136, 1, 4, 9. Amen. Good morning, everyone. Please stand and go to page 141 to sing the first and last verse of the Old Rugged Cross.
Morning, everyone. Good morning. So, unfortunately, Dustin is not here, so I'll be taking his place for the welcome. So first off, we want to welcome you this morning to New Baptist Church. Today is Youthful Sunday, and we are so glad to have you all here. If you are visiting this morning, we ask you to fill out the K contact sheet in your bulletin and place in the offering. Place it when you pass by so that we can record your visit. Now let us pray. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this wonderful day on this wonderful Holy Youth Sunday. Thank you for everyone who has come together. Thank you for our wonderful youth who are about to show our skits, give us worship, and overall show the path of your glory. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
This morning we want to take time to think about our missionaries around the world, especially Melissa Woodson. Melissa grew up here in Union and got her first taste of missions while in the youth group. She took every opportunity to be involved in both home and overseas missions. She served as a journeyman and was appointed as a missionary in 2010. She served first in Nigeria and now serves in Paris, France, where she is team leader for the Paris team and engages people from West Africa so they can be presented with the gospel. Let's pray. Dear Heavenly Father, please help keep Melissa Woodson safe, God, and let her teach a lot of people your word. Amen.
Amen.
Well, first of all, we'd like to thank you so much for your support for our Philadelphia trip last year. We couldn't have done it without y'all. It was a wonderful experience for the kids. This year we're branching out a little bit different, staying in the state. We're going to Liberty University, and we'll be doing MPUG, as you saw the tape on. Just shown, the kids will have opportunities to sign up for various types of ministry. First of all, there'll be a children's ministry, which will be, backyard Bible studies, Bible schools, working just with the kids. We're going to get to share the love of Christ in, I guess, more a traditional way. There also will be a games and recreation phase they can choose from, and this one will be more like a sports camp setting. This will be done again, apartment complexes, backyard Bible school type setups, boys and girls clubs, things like that. So they'll have the opportunity there. They might not always have the opportunity to share Bible stories at these camps, and what the focus is in this particular ministry will be where they actually do some one-on-one conversational witnessing during this aspect. The next one will be our construction teams, where they'll get to do either painting, yard work, some light construction work, working with teams like Habitat for Humanity, and again, in that situation, wherever they choose, wherever they're led to work, I should say, they'll have that opportunity and will be expected to share Christ with the people they're helping out there. And last of all, there will be a social ministry that they can choose from. This could be going to homeless shelters, soup kitchens, a number of nursing homes, things like that. Well, they'll get to work more with possibly some underprivileged people or possibly some elderly people. So the kids will be able to sign up for whichever phase they want to work in advance. So we once again would like to thank you for what you did for us last year in Philadelphia. If you didn't get a chance to help out in supporting Philadelphia, well, guess what? We're going to give you a chance to help us out going to Liberty this year. Again, we thank you for your support. We thank you for your prayers. We just thank you for the support of the youth work and the youth ministry here at Union Baptist. We couldn't do it without you. Thank you again.
Amen.
I suffer from a chronic illness. It's called procrastination. It's an epidemic. It happens to all of us. I pray about it often with Mr. Rusty in youth group. So when Miss Mary Coates gave me this skit that I'm going to perform to you today, I knew she was thinking about me when she read it, and it's perfect. So I hope you enjoy it. Time is of the essence, isn't it? I don't even know. What does that even mean? All I know is that I don't have any time for me to do the things that I want to do, or any of the things that I need to do. Like if I actually had time, maybe I'd read for my English class. Or I'd go for a run. Maybe. I'd go to that small group Bible study that my friend's been bugging me about. But there isn't any time. No time at all. Time's just ticking away, but you just can't watch time tick. You gotta move. You gotta race time before there's not enough time today to get everything on your list to get done. But if you don't get it done, then time wins. And then you just start all over again the next day. Time versus you. Do I ever win? On occasion. Or at least close enough for me to feel better by the time I get to bed. But then I think about summer camp. You go on these mission trips and you feel so connected with God, and then you get to school and there's no time. It disappears. I have a million projects I have to do, tests I have to study for, student council association. I have to remember to clean my room before my mom yells at me. Then I have to remember to feed my fish so he doesn't die. Like my last one. Poor Freddie. And then I have to remember to update my Facebook status now that's a given. And then somewhere in there I have to find time to shower, do my acne medication, sleep. Where is there time for quiet time with God? I mean, I try, but I'm exhausted by the end of the day. But I can hear Miss Mary saying, you have to make quiet time for God. You have to remember to do your daily talk with God, but there isn't any time. What if it's not about time? What if it's not time that God is so interested in? Because think about this. We all base everything on time. I mean, what time we wake up in the morning, what time we eat, what time we work out, what time we go to sleep. It's all about time, but isn't time just meaningless to God? I mean, it's my heart. It's my life. That's what God wants. He wants me in everything that I do, because all that other stuff, that's going to happen anyways, you know? But I think He wants me in those things. He wants me when I'm doing my homework. He wants me when I'm hanging out with my friends. He wants me in every aspect of my life. I've got to stop letting time dictate my life. And instead of time that I offer to God, it's me. Scene. Thank you.
There's a better life. There's a better life. If you got pain, he's a pain taker. If you feel lost, he's a way maker. If you need freedom, save it. He's a prison shaker, savior. If you got chains, he's a chain breaker.
brought me out of the horrible pit, out of the miry clay, and set my feet upon the rock. He established my steps. He's put a new song in my mouth. Praise to our God. Many will see it and fear, and will trust in the Lord.
Amen. Amen.
There's nothing worth more that could ever come close. Nothing can compare. You're our living hope. Your presence, Lord. I've tasted and seen of the sweetest of loves, where my heart becomes free and my shame is undone. Your presence, Lord. Holy Spirit, you are welcome here. Come flood this place and fill the atmosphere. Your glory, God, is what our Dawn Tenorio and Lorenzo Perez. She is the granddaughter of Harry and Nancy Borby. Jessica is a senior at Hickory High School in Chesapeake, Virginia. During her high school years, she has been involved in soccer, field hockey, Operation Smile, and the chemistry club. She is an active in the youth group and sings in the choir. She plans on attending Tidewater Community College and transferring to a college after 2 years. She wants to pursue a degree in early childhood. Our second speaker is Jonathan West. He grew up here at the Union and is the son of Jonathan and Janet West. He is the grandson of Charlotte West and nephew of Cece Meteoris. He is a senior at Gloucester High School. During his high school years, he has been involved in many activities, including community service projects, captain of the football team, homecoming king, Duke of the Year, and is a master chief in ROTC. He has already been accepted at the Citadel VMI ODU and is waiting to hear about and appointed to the Naval Academy. Let's pray. Dear Jesus, bless these speakers as they come up and speak your word. Amen.
Amen.
Good morning. Good morning. So today I'm going to be telling you all my testimony and how I came to know the Lord. So I was born and I lived in Virginia Beach for a couple of years. Life was pretty easy. I had great friends, had some family that loved me, and 2 parents that were married at the time. I had a brother and sister. They were my best friends. But I didn't know the Lord at the time. And so now, one night I came home, and I might have been home all day. I don't quite remember. But my parents were fighting, my mom and my dad. And this fight just seemed different. My grandma, my nanny had come over. My brother was punching walls, and that night, now I know, my whole life would be flipped. My parents told me that they were going to get a divorce. And this hit me hard, but I made it through. And this was when we made it to, this was the first time we came to Gloucester. And here at Gloucester, for the first time when I was in 5th grade, this is the first time I remember attending church. And I loved it. I was so excited that I could go to church with my grandparents. And here was the first time I ever heard the Lord, of what I remember. And there was one Sunday that they had told me that the Lord had great plans for me. And they knew it. But I asked the question, then why are my parents getting divorced? And they said better things are to come. I said, what could be better than my 2 parents loving me together and being married together? They said, trust me, great things are in store for you. So I moved to Texas, and this is where my mom got married to my stepdad was. That now I know is better for my family. And I love him to death. And when he married in, he brought 3 amazing stepsisters to me. And when this happened, I remember I thought in the back of my head, this was a better thing. My mom was happy, we were happy, and we were just one big family with 3 new sisters that we loved and loved us. So then my mom found out she was pregnant with my little brother Colby. This was a huge blessing. It's really what tied my stepsisters and us together. We now had a sibling we shared, that with blood. And this was just a huge blessing. We loved him. I was happy. A few months later, we found out that my Uncle Jack had passed away. And this was a huge shock on my family. It really took a toll on us. And I still miss him every day. I know my mom does. I know my grandparents does. But that is how we came to Union. Union opened their doors to me and my family when my Uncle Jack had died. And they said that they would do his funeral. So that was my second life-changing moment in my life. And it still brought me back here to Gloucester, back in the church. So a year after my Uncle Jack had died, we moved to Chesapeake. And my first year in Chesapeake, I met a missionary family, and they brought me back in the church. And I was the happiest. I got involved. I loved the church. And I really wanted to get saved, but I was too scared. Because everyone that was in the youth group, everyone that I had met in the church, had been saved when they were 4, 5, 6, and I thought it was too late for me. I said, can't do it. I'm 16 now, it's too late. But I knew that the emptiness in my heart could only be filled when I was saved. So they finally raised up the money to go and start their training as missionary. And they told me, do not lose your faith. Keep going to church as much as you can. Just keep your faith. And they told me to be strong through all this. Well, time went by and I started distancing myself from the church. Didn't go as much. And here was when my dad lost his job. And I started praying because, like most of us do, we turn to the Lord during our hard times. Well, we moved to Gloucester again. Here we are still. Well, we moved to Gloucester, and it was either the third or fourth Sunday I was back in church. It was Easter Sunday, March 27th. I came to the Lord. I felt a tug on my heart. I was sitting right there in the third pew, which the AD is now. And I just tapped my grandma on the shoulder. I said, I need to go up. So I went up. And the love that came from Union was just amazing. And I knew that I could finally, my heart was complete. Had a church, I could finally call myself a Christian. Well, went to youth group, joined the choir, and made lots of friends that are here now. And now, on September 11th, I was baptized. And I was overjoyed. I've had people tell me, when I came up out of the water, I had the biggest smile on my face, which I did. I was happy. Well, 9 days later, me and my sister got in a car crash. And we should have been more seriously hurt than we were. But, I mean, she broke 4 arms in her hands, but I only got a concussion. And it was 9 days after I was baptized, and I knew that this was going to bring me close to the Lord. Because I had a concussion. I couldn't go to church. I couldn't talk to anyone for a while because my headaches were so bad. And I couldn't go and watch TV. So I prayed. I prayed for fast relief. I wanted to get back in church so bad. I prayed that I'd be cleared. 3 weeks later, I was still cleared. But I do believe in those 3 weeks where I was at home, alone, that's where I grew with the Lord enormously. But yeah. And so I finally was able to come back into the church, and I was so excited. Everyone that would come to me and say, we loved you, we prayed for you and your sister. I was just the happiest girl. I knew that this was the church I wanted to be in. Well, my dad got his job back now, and we're going to have to move back to Chesapeake, and I'm going to miss this church greatly, but unlike other times that I've come to church and I've been back to Gloucester, because if you listened, every down in my life, the Lord has brought me back to Gloucester. But I don't think it was because of family or because of that. It was because he knew I needed my faith. He knew I needed to be brought back to the Lord. So, this time, because we are going to move back to Chesapeake, because that's where I go to school. I do make the commute every day to Chesapeake. But this time when I leave, I know that that I'm going to bring the Lord with me, and I'm going to spread the word. And I will always come back to Union because this is where my faith started. And I love this church with all my heart. And when I leave here, I'm not going to be scared to share my faith. I'm not going to lose it because I know that there's other churches out there. And so I know for the rest of my life, I have the Lord with me, and I will always come back to Union. And yeah, I hope you guys are the same. So when you leave here today, don't say, oh, went to church, my faith's gone. Or if you do leave the church and you're just a guest here today, don't say, okay, went to church one day. Good for the week. No, you're not. You need the Lord every day. Pray every day.
Amen.
So that's what I just pray for you guys, that when you leave here today, take the Lord with you and seek everything you do inside. Amen.
Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody this morning? Man, what a view. This is what church looks like every Sunday. I can see why Mr. Archer keeps coming back up here every Sunday. So, for those who don't know me, I'm Jonathan West, and what a great job our youth has done so far this Sunday. Amen? So, about a month ago, Miss Linda came, Miss Carolyn, and Miss Mary came to my house and said, we want you to come speak at Youth Sunday. And I thought, wow, what a blessing. I mean, I said, it's going to be easy because the Lord has blessed my life, but at the same time, it's really going to be hard because you can't count your blessings, because the Lord blesses you in so many ways that we can't see. He works behind the scene. He has his hand on every place that we go, and everything that we do, and everything that we think, say, and we act. And it's going to be hard to count and relay the blessings that I have been blessed with to you, but I picked out a couple that have really impacted my life, and I want to share that with you this morning. So, first off, the good Lord blessed me at birth. He allowed me to be born in this great nation that we live in today. We take this for granted. I think many people overlook this. We live in a country where men and women go out and fight for our freedom and our privileges and our rights. And we can't be persecuted because of our religious beliefs or our political views, and that's what makes us different as a nation. And I'm just really blessed that I was able to be born on the greatest country on earth. And besides the fact that I was born to two great parents, Jonathan West and Janet Lee West, and I got to live with my grandma for the first 7 years of my life, and I can't even express how grateful I am that the good Lord has blessed me with them, to teach me the right ways and the old paths, and to steer me in the right direction. I was born a healthy, big, hefty young man, and I'm thankful for that. And I was born with a roof over my head and food on the table. And I think these are just a couple of the blessings that many of us overlook every single day. We have food on the table, we live in a great nation, we have family that love us, and no matter how hard the times get, we always have those basic things that keep us going every single day and every single Sunday. So, going through my life, most people, when you talk to me, I want to hear your life story, right? I don't want to hear your life story. Well, I thought this morning, I think my life story is kind of necessary because my life has just been one big blessing. Like I said, it's going to be really hard to relay all the blessings that I've been bestowed with. First of all, the good Lord blessed me with a great mind. And I say this humbly, I don't think I'm a Rhodes Scholar, but I do think that the good Lord has blessed me with common sense and the ability to think like other people don't think and have a broader perspective on things and see things that most people don't see. And I went through elementary school, I went through middle school, and I had some great teachers. The good Lord put those teachers there, God-fearing teachers, to help guide me along the way. And I didn't get involved with drugs or alcohol or many of the things that you see youth today that they're possessed with. And I just think that's a great blessing. And I'm still not hooked with any of that stuff, and I don't plan to be. And He has opened my eyes to see that that stuff is wrong. And then I hope to relay that to my fellow students and my classmates to try to help change their life as well. When I was in elementary school, the good Lord opened my eyes to football. And I wasn't always I wouldn't say as small, but I wasn't always as athletic as I am today. And the good Lord let me get interested in football. And it really helped, taught me some great life lessons. Like, when you're down, never give up, keep fighting. Many of us go to football games on Friday night and see the scoreboard lopsided another team's favor, but it takes a strong mind and a strong heart to keep on fighting, even when the fight looks down. And I use that every day to see that no matter how hard I fall, no matter how low I am, you always keep fighting, you always have hope, and that's what the good Lord, I think He's blessed me with the ability to see that and analyze that. Excuse me. He blessed me with guidance. Like I said, I have a great family, and I've had great teachers, I've had great instructors at school, and I've had a great church. Amen? Amen. And I just wanted to thank y'all, and I've been blessed with the ability to grow up in Gainesville, Virginia, and attend Union Baptist, because I can tell you right now, I may not have been blessed with the ability to see the world yet, but I want to see the world. But I'm glad that I've been confined within Gloucester, and I love this place. I'm never going to forget this place, no matter where I go or who I meet. I love Gloucester, and I love Union Baptist, and I will never forget y'all wherever I go. The good Lord has blessed me with the ability to be a counselor. Many students at school come up to me, John, I have a problem. John, can you help me? And every single time they ask me for help, I say, I don't know if you're a Christian, and I just pray about it. I don't know if you know Jesus, but talk to him about it. I can guarantee you, if you get on your knees and pray to Jesus that you're going to feel this feeling in your heart that you've never felt before. And you're going to feel awoken from a deep sleep. And many people that I've talked to, they have a different perspective on Christianity and Christ. And I'm just blessed with the ability to be a middleman for Jesus. You know, in ninth grade, my dream was to go into the NFL and be a football star. But of course, you know, big dreams like that, in reality, they meet. And the good Lord, I don't change out of classes a lot, and I don't like quitting things, but there's a strong urge in my heart to quit this strength conditioning class and join RTC. And I joined RTC, and I've been blessed because my eyes have been open to the vast fields and opportunities that are upon me. And a couple of the youth that are also in RTC, and I think they feel the same way, right? But, you know, at school, during lunch, I pray. I mean, not many students do that. And some people are looking funny. But in RTC, my CO last year, he wouldn't pray before his meals, but he saw me praying, and the rest of the school sees me praying, and I see a lot more heads go down before they start eating. Amen. So like I said, I'm blessed to be a middleman for Christ. So a year ago, I don't know if many of you know, but I wasn't feeling quite as high as I am right now. And my life hit a low point. A member of my family decided that drugs and alcohol and wrongdoing were more important than the family, and things got to a point where we just couldn't hack it. And one night, something went down, and I had to testify against that family member, and she's now out of the house. So along with her being out of the house came a lot of stress, a lot of adversity. I lost 40 pounds. I felt weak. My mind was numb, but I kept that hope that I was talking about earlier in my heart and my mind that the good Lord was going to make me a better person out of the adversity that had plagued me. And coming back from that adversity, I've had a community that's rallied around me, like you all sitting here today. And I just want to thank you because coming back from that adversity, I was blessed to be able to go to Boys State, Virginia Police Academy, and I was blessed to be some of my cadets Master Chief and RTC, the football captain, which, by the way, if you don't know that before every single meal and before every single game, we say a prayer, and I lead that. So, like, again, the Lord is using me as a middleman. And I've also been nominated as Rookie of the Year, so my face hangs up in my high school. And I've also received a congressional nomination to the Merchant Academy, which I don't know if any of you saw, but on Facebook, I got to meet an inspirational God-fearing man that served our first district, Congressman Rob Whitman. And some people look at me and go, John West, what a great guy. You know, you got all these accomplishments. I look in the mirror every day and I don't see the John West everybody sees. I see an average Joe. Because I can tell you right now, these accomplishments that I have accomplished are nothing compared to what the good Lord does. And I would never be able to be where I am at today if it wasn't for the good Lord. Amen. He does so many things for us that we don't see. He has his hand on every place, every event that we attend, every thought, every word that comes out of our mouth. It's all for a reason. Because everything does happen for a reason. No matter what you might think, everything happens for a reason. You know, the good Lord has a plan for us. You know, when things look down and it doesn't look like there's much hope, keep that hope. Because the good Lord is going to use that adversity to build you back up. Right now, He's building me back up. And right now, the current challenges I face are not bad challenges, not adversity. They're, where am I going to go attend school? Most people say, where are you going to go attend school at? I heard you got a lot of places. The question that is, I don't know. Because that's not my decision. The good Lord is going to tug on my heartstrings to go to a certain place. I believe that He's going to use me in whatever college I go to. So I just wanted to say this morning that no matter how bad things look, or if the hope looks lost, keep the hope in Jesus because He's going to get you through it. He's gotten all of us through it. We're here today, aren't we? And I just wanted to thank everyone for rallying around me at my anniversary, and I just pray that you will come to me if there's anything that someone like me can do for you all. I just pray that you would come out and ask me to help because I love helping people. That's another thing the Lord has blessed me with. One last thing before I leave you all today is that remember your blessings. You can't count them all, but just remember them, because there's kids outside of this great country that we live in that don't have a meal on their plate. They don't have a roof over their head. They don't have parents that love them. They don't have churches. They're living in oppression. We live in this great place with people around us in a community like a church, and we just don't know how blessed we are. So my main message today is count your blessings, even though you can't count them all. So with that, I'd like to hand it over to Daniel Hope.
For God's love and mercy and grace today, if you don't have Him in your life, you can't have Him in your life today. And if you would like to have Jesus in your life today, please pray a prayer or something like this. Dear God, I thank you for saving me of my sins, even though I'm a wretched sinner, unworthy of your love and grace, Lord. And I pray that you would come into my life and save me. If you respond to that prayer, please go on and talk to Pastor Whitehart or Pastor